Only China has more troops on active duty than the U.S., but the American military is considered the most powerful in the world. Now, U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel says he must cut the overall size of the military, the majority of them in the Army, from 525,000 to 440,000.
We chose further reductions in troop strength and force structure in every military service, active and reserve, in order to sustain our readiness and technological superiority.
By cutting the number of active duty soldiers to levels not seen since before World War II, Hagel says he'd have more money for special forces and cyber warfare. But it also means that the U.S. would no longer be able to fight two wars at the same time.
Well, as the Secretary has laid out in detail, this budget proposal represents a responsible and, more importantly, a realistic way forward.
The Pentagon is under pressure to cut as much as $1 trillion in spending in the next 10 years to help balance the federal budget. So, Hagel says that means closing some U.S. bases, cutting orders for weapons, planes, and ships, and trimming benefits for veterans and military families. But members of Congress don't like any of these options for two reasons: jobs and promises made to the troops.
What we're trying to do is solve our financial problems on the backs of our military, and that can't be done. If it could be done, it shouldn't be done.
Despite the political objections, military analysts say Congress and the public will have to get on board.
I don't know of anybody who's comfortable with the idea that we can carry out our defense and our global responsibilities with 2.6% of GDP. But that, my friends, is where we are heading, and that is a political question.
Financial realities running into promises already made and the way the U.S. protects the nation. Rosiland, Al Jazeera, Washington.